Hi, my name is Maria,
I'm Alex.
and welcome back to a Bulldog Bias. So, do you have any opening statement about last week's game?
Did what we had to do. Did what we had to do. That's it. Simple as that.
Very simple. Okay,
We kicked their ass.
so we played at Mars Stadium, which I was kind of nervous about because there's no roof, and Ballarat's always very cold and windy and rainy.
Yes, I had a business here for
And
10 years.
It's not our. We don't normally play best in those conditions.
No, it's not. They played better than Etihad. Oh, it was Marvel, sorry.
Marvel Stadium, yeah.
Cut that, cut.
No. So Lewis Young came in for Ryan Gardner with Lipinski being the injury concussion sub.
Yes, yeah.
He did really well actually.
He came on, didn't he, Lipinski?
No.
No, he didn't come on. Oh, good. Lewis Young actually played a good game.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Right. So
Let's go to the first quarter.
the first quarter, was behind by Dunkley.
Was it behind by Dunkley? Was it? Oh, wow.
And then there's a goal by Hunter.
Yeah, which is unusual for Hunter to kick a goal.
I mean, I love Hunter. He's one of my favourites. But like he doesn't normally kick goals, so it's very exciting.
Not the greatest shot, no, but
No.
we love him.
Followed by back-to-back goals by English.
Yeah, look, I mean, he champion game by English. Champion game.
Followed by a behind by Chulo and then a behind by English.
Well, no one's perfect.
No. I didn't put down the scores after each quarter so you guys can figure it out yourselves. I'm sorry.
Fair enough.
Okay, in the second quarter, Norton kicked it behind.
Before we moved, the first quarter we really set up the win because
We're kicking against the wind.
we'll set up the win, sorry, because we'll kick it against the win. We ended up, 7 points up or something like that?
I have no idea.
Yeah, something like that. And
We won, that's all we can.
We won, yeah, that's true. And yeah, it was a good first quarter.
Yeah. So in the second quarter, Norton kicked it behind, and after that he kicked a goal. He redeemed himself.
Yes.
And then English kicked it behind. And then Bruce kicked his 200th goal.
Yes, well done, Brucey.
Followed by a goal by Norton. And then McRae kicked a goal.
Yeah, and he doesn't kick many, but that was a good one.
Right, yeah, no, when he's kicking goals, it's a great day.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, and then to finish out the quarter, Norton kicked behind.
Oh, well, these things happen.
In the third, Dejan Jadson kicked behind. I think he's getting back to the team. Just like
He's getting back into some form, yeah.
Yeah,
Look good on on the weekend there.
always good. Followed by behind by Norton, but it was missing Mark.
Yes. True.
It could have been all great. But
Would have been nice to have capped it up with a goal, actually, yeah.
Followed by a goal by Smith. And another goal by, what is it, English?
English, yes.
Yeah, behind by McNeil, then another behind by English.
Of course, we'll kick it against the Breeze again, and my fear was they'd come out, and get close, but no, didn't happen.
And the fourth, it was very, I think everyone was fatigued.
Yeah, look, I mean, the game was over by three-quarter time. Everyone knew it, and it really just sort of petered out a bit,
It's kind of funny because the commentator said, "Oh, McRae spent," and then he sort of slid down for a second after he. I was like, you can easily tell.
Commentator's curse worked the other way.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So it's we started off with a behind by Norton, followed by behind by Chulo, another behind by Norton, followed by a goal by Liver.
Yeah, well done, Liver.
It's Tom Liberatore, not Trody.
Oh, I'm disappointed now.
Okay. So,
Player stats.
Player stats.
Can I sum up the game before we go to the player stats?
Yes, if you want.
You look basically very workmanlike job by the Dogs. Did what they had to do. They tackled hard. I mean, the Brisbane Lions guy, every time he grabbed the ball, I'm sure he thought the Doggies player was a foot behind him, even when he wasn't, That perceived pressure was there, which really won the game. They tackled well. Yeah, I haven't looked at the stats, but we would have won the clearances, right?
What's clearances? Bitch, what is it?
Clearances. We lost the clearances. I surprised. I don't know. We won it 43 to 41. I thought it would a bit better than that.
Yeah,
But
we lost.
but the thing is, you know, we smacked the arse of a team that last year played in the preliminary final. So, you know, travelling on nicely, 4-0.
Yep.
What were the overall kicks there, Maria?
Kicks.
They couldn't have won too many stats. They had more kicks. We had more handballs. Well, that's not surprising.
We are a handball team.
We are a handball team. We outmarked them 61 to 44, which was really good. Hit outs. We actually won the hit outs for a change, 40 to 35. Clearances 41 to 43. Centre clearances 11 to 10. Stoppage clearances 30 to 33. So those stats were close. Contested possession 156 to 150. Uncontested possession 192 to 216. Turnover 70 to 78. Mark 63 to 110.
That's massive.
Yeah, it's a massive difference, yeah. Marks inside 50, 11 to us, 9 to them. Contested marks 15 to us, 20 to them. Scoring 10 goals to 8. Behinds 13 to 6. So really, you know,
They only spent 5 minutes in front.
they only spent 5 minutes in front. Yeah, they didn't spend long in front, did they? So yeah, probably the most impressive stat is the tackle count, 81 to 50. I mean, you know, there was, I just, the pressure that they're bringing is just unbelievable.
So I guess team stats is done by Dad this week.
Yeah, I thought, yeah, why not? Yeah, yeah, why not?
You
Why
can do
not?
them every week if you want to. I'm not fussed.
Well, we can share them. It's
You
all
can
right.
share it. That's okay. Okay, player stats. Got most goals go to English was 3.
3, yeah, good. You know, he's really growing. I love the way he's developing. It's great.
Yeah, I think he's really good up forward.
That's what he. Oh look, with the 2 ruckmen now, the forward line has got, you know, lots of targets.
I've always struggled with getting a second ruckman.
Yes.
And when Dunkley was our second ruckman.
Well, he wasn't really a ruckman.
Not really. You know. Yeah.
I can't understand him wanting to go to Western.
Right, yeah, I know. But it's like everyone's saying, oh, that's putting down. That's saying everyone's like, oh, having Dunkley as second ruckman, saying that English is shit, pretty much. I was like, well.
No, well,
Not really.
that's not true.
No, that's not. No, that's the truth. It's like people had a lot of things to say. I was like, bro, he's still young.
Oh look, I think he's really.
He's still young.
He was developing, and he's really showed how well he can play now. So.
Right? Yeah. Anyway, we love him. Disposals.
Hang on. Let me think. McRae got the most.
Yeah. 32.
Why was that so hard to guess?
He's only amazing all the time. Most kicks is Trelaw with 17.
Yeah, good game by Trelaw again. He's playing
Yeah,
well.
I think he's getting growing into the team well.
Structure, yeah.
I think he's just getting
Did you
better.
send Buckley the photos?
Stuff. As if Buckley would care.
Oh, I think it'd be yeah.
I don't think he wouldn't care what I'd have to say if he doesn't know me.
No, just send him the footage. Don't say anything.
Most handballs is McRae at 20. I think that goes with the handball game.
Yeah, look, he's very quick by hand.
Most marks is English by 9. When you're that tall, it shouldn't be that hard.
You know what I love? He outmarked Marcus Adams, a former Bulldog, about 3 times.
Well, I mean,
I really enjoyed that.
English is tall, so
Well, that's right.
I feel like the taller you are, the easier it is to mark. I'd like to say, but I wouldn't know because I don't play football. So.
Message for Marcus Adams. You wanted to win the premiership, you should have stayed at the Dogs, man.
Didn't we trade him or did he want to leave?
I think he wanted to leave.
I have no idea. If everyone could let us know, please comment down below. Thank you. Or Marcus Adam himself.
Yeah.
Anyway, the most tackles is Hunter and Trelaw with 10 each.
Which is good. Yeah, look, I mean, yeah, Hunter's work rate with the tackling this year is incredible. And he's smothering too, you know?
Just everyone's doing that.
Yeah.
I think, what's it called? Dunkley has this most in the first 5 rounds.
Okay.
With like something like, I forgot what the stats was, but it's
Doesn't
massive.
matter. It's Dunkley.
Most hit outs is Martin with 30.
Which was, yeah, great.
He's definitely a primary ruckman, and it's just good to have just a solid sort of first ruckman. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, very
I'm
solid.
not saying English is a bad ruckman, but it's like I feel like English is good as ruck and forward.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Stefan Martin gives us the flexibility.
Well, yeah.
The votes.
Oh, what can we talk about? I have a few discussion points.
Well, Caleb Daniel getting reported. I thought that was a bit stiff. So he's out this
I
week.
kind of find it funny how the small guy managed to pull up a dangerous tackle against.
I know.
he literally. Well, it couldn't pick on someone his own size because everyone else is taller than him.
True. True.
Banners are back in round 6.
Are they?
Yes.
That's not this week, but next week.
Next week, yes.
Just in time for the Great Western.
Right? Oh, the Great Western
The
Round.
Great Western, yeah.
Oh, I always hate that. I hate that name so much. It's been sort of funny without sort of banners.
It has been funny without banners, yeah.
It's just the
really
little
has.
things you miss. It sort of makes a game because I'm so used, especially Collingwood in that grand final. Anyway,
Let's move on.
that was funny. And it's that day started off bad and it ended bad.
Well, no, I didn't. It started bad.
okay,
It's
so-
finished good for Collingwood.
No, it didn't. No. Anyway, no. So it's like in the past rounds they just had sort of like fireworks.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, now we get to next week. We get to have the full banners back.
No, yeah, that's right. We did.
I
too,
like
round
the
6.
slanter that they put on the back.
Oh, I do. I love it too.
The
Yeah.
slanters are what make it good.
I'll never forget. The best one was back in 1978, I think it was. The Dogs were playing Collingwood at the Western Oval. The banners had hot dogs, cold pies, and the cold pies thrashed the Dogs by, I don't know, 10 goals, I think.
This is where I said to buy hot dogs when we first to Collingwood.
Well, that's right. Good when we did.
Right. Okay.
The
So
votes.
I still have questions.
Oh, okay. We'll do the votes. Then we'll do the
No,
questions.
hold on. We'll cut that. Be patient, please. So what goes up must comes down. When do you think we'll get our first loss? I know we don't want to lose, but I feel like you have to lose at some stage.
You know what? Probably Richmond.
Yeah.
I think win the next 2.
What do you think? Lose.
But-
How is Richmond going this season so far?
No, they're up and down.
Average, sort of average.
Yeah, they wiped they wiped St Kilda off the park last night, so that was a good effort by them. Or we might go through and beat Richmond and then lose to whoever, whatever
stupid
stupid team the week after.
I feel like it's going to be a stupid team. I just have a feeling it's
Yeah.
going to be to a stupid team. that's
Honestly,
okay.
wouldn't surprise me if we lose this week to the Gold Coast.
No, it's our home game, home advantage. We'll win.
It's the Bond's 150th
It's
too,
the
so
150th, yeah.
so you know, got to win for the Bond.
Right? Yeah, we
Yeah,
had to win for the captain.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what do you think is the best win-loss ratio before finals?
What do you mean by that?
Like, how many games should you probably lose before finals start? Like,
Well, I
to
think
get
you've
into
got-
the
you-
top 8.
History shows you 12 wins usually get you in.
I
So
feel like competition's sort of tighter nowadays.
yeah, so I mean, if you get 13, you never miss out. 13, 14, once you go above 12, but 12 generally, but then you finish in the bottom of the 8. You know what I mean? So 14, 15 wins get you a top 4 finish.
Yeah, because my concern is, I know Melbourne Vixen's a different sport, but it's like we lost our first game before our last game before the finals, and I was sort of happy before that because we were sort of like on a really big winning streak, and it's like you learn more from your losses than you do from your wins.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes you just need loss to figure out what you need to fix. So I feel like
Don't worry, the Dogs will drop a game.
yeah, I know. It's gonna happen, but it's like
No one's ever gone through undefeated, yes, including Essendon. They lost 1 game in 2000. Who was that to again? Oh, the Western Bulldogs. Yeah.
it was like I'm just saying. Vixen only lost 2 games for the whole season, and one was before the finals, and I was sort of happy about that, but at the same time, you don't want to lose the last game. Anyway, that's
agreed.
Yeah. Your favourite moment of the match?
Probably when Tim English outmarked Marcus Adams.
Nice.
Loved it.
I kind of I liked Norton's mark.
He pulled down some nice marks, didn't he? Yeah. And I love the way he can actually move. He's pretty fast. They couldn't catch him.
Right.
Mm.
Oh, I like how Jason Johannessen's back. I feel like easy goal is just to give it to Jason Johannessen. He just runs through the line of defense and kicks a goal.
Yeah, next question.
Get a flying V happening, so anyone who comes around him, they can just.
All right, next question.
That's Spurs now.
Oh, you got another question then? Next.
No, that's next.
Oh,
that's next. That's next week.
Oh, how much did you go?
So I went 3 to English.
Yep.
2 to Norton.
Yeah.
1 to Dunkley. I kind of wanted to give it to Bontempelli as well. You know.
I agree with the first. I gave 3 to Tim, 2 to Norton. I gave my 1 to Tony Liberatore. No, I didn't. That was last week's mistake. Now, my one vote.
What could have Tony done better to get more votes?
Not a lot. He wasn't playing. Now, I got to go for Tom again. He did a lot of, you know, every time you saw a bloke at the bottom of the pack, he was there. You know. So
It's a bit like Lachlan.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he played a really good game. I mean, you could have given 1 to a stack of blokes. I mean, they all. I mean, when Craig got 31 possessions, never got a vote off us. I mean, you know, it just shows you that, you know, they all played really, really well.
Just a question: when do you think Wallace will get back in the team, and how?
I don't know if there's a spot for Wallace
Like,
now.
what does he have to do?
Well, he's going to start kicking goals again. I think that's why he got dropped.
I feel like that's a valid reason.
Yeah, look, in that forward line, it's going to be hard for people to get back in. At the moment,
How
you
about midfield?
nah.
No?
We've got too many other guys in the midfield that, you know, playing really well. I don't think he'd get back into the midfield now. Look, in all honesty,
It could be our second ruck.
he's going to have to wait his turn and hope an opportunity comes up, then he's going to have to grab it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like, especially for McLean, it's going to be hard for him to get back from his ACL injury with this lineup, because we have a stellar lineup. Like, even if we have injuries, we can just replace them with other stars.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, Wallace
saying?
and McLean would have been walk-up starts the last 2 years. Now, yeah, how do you fit those two in?
Right, we have
It's a nice problem to have.
I know, but it's like, I kind of feel bad for those players, because like, they're just maybe just underperforming a little bit, and they get punished for it probably more than they would in any other team.
Yeah, but that's football.
Yeah,
That's how you win premierships.
that's just it's yeah, but I kind of feel for them at the same time.
Yeah,
you know
fair
what I'm
enough.
saying?
Yeah.
You know, they're not bad. I feel like that's what we have to point out. They might have been dropped, but they're not bad. It's just we have a really good team, and it's just really high expectations.
To be honest, at this point, right, it's the best Bulldogs team I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, I remember looking at it on paper. I remember when who did we drop? Wallace, and who else did we drop?
Lipinski, wasn't it?
Yeah, Lipinski, and then I was like, why would we drop those? And it's like, oh, Jason Johannesson and Easter Woods come back. I was like, well, they're good too. I'd like them in the team. I was sort of like very morally confused. You know what I'm saying? I'd hate to be selector. I really would. I feel like it's a tough job for them because there's so many good players.
And now we come to the vote tally. Maria, who's on top?
So McCray and English are tied first with 11.
Second?
Norton is second with 7 votes.
And third?
Third is Bruce with 6 votes, and I'd like to mention that he still had a lot of impact, even though he didn't kick 10 goals this week.
He's -10 from -9 from last week.
But it's good. He still had a lot of involvement
next?
on the ground there.
Who's next?
Number 4 is Bont with 4, Eliminati confirmed.
And last but not least?
Equal fifth is Dunkley, Tom Liberatore, and Tony Liberatore with 2 each.
All I'm going to say is, guys, you've got to lift your game. If Tony Liberatore can get votes on the sitting on this grandstand, you guys are going to have to lift your game. Fair dinkum. There's a plug for you, Liber.
Anyway, Bruce still had a lot to do on the ground.
He did. He's actually playing good football.
He's good, yeah.
He's contributing to the team.
Definitely more than last year.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, these 4 games, are far better than last year. Yeah.
So I remember, like, last year did the 7 goals and
6 goals in one game.
no, that was 7.
No, 6 in one game. against St Kilda, I think it was.
It's our old team.
His old team, yeah.
Of course.
You always play well against your old team.
Well, you want to, don't you?
Yeah.
Anyway, and then after that, I did really nothing. But it's like I feel like after the week before, he did 10 goals, and he's still involved in team outcomes.
Correct.
So.
All right, let's go to next week. Let's go.
So next week,
Which
we
is tomorrow
play
for us.
the Suns on
do.
Saturday at 4:35. How do you think we'll go?
Well, on paper, should win this really comfortably.
On paper, we should win everything.
But they're not playing paper, unfortunately. So, you know,
Who were playing scissors?
rock, paper, scissors, yeah. Look, it's one if they get overconfident and take easy,
Right, yeah, that's
they
the
could
other
easily
issue
lose.
happening, yeah.
But if they're switched on, playing at their best, the Suns won't come near us.
I feel like I don't like you don't want your team to be complacent, but sometimes it just kind of happens subconsciously. And I feel like sometimes even great players do it. Sometimes it just happens.
We've all done it.
And I know we've all done it, and even though I'd rather not. Anyway, how do you think we'll win? How much?
I'll put 40 points.
I picked 27.
All right.
What do you think Tony Liberatore has to do?
Just got on TV a couple of times and yeah, it'll be fine, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, guys.
Welcome to the Tony Liberatore fan club. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it for us this week. We'll see you next week with more banter.
And then please hit the like button down there if you like us. If you don't like us, still hit the like button.
So yeah, Anyway, we'll probably talk more about Tony Liberatore in the next one.
Yep. All right, guys.
This is gonna be an inside joke, and we're never gonna let it go.
No, she's never gonna let it go.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be.
Yes. All right. So it's goodbye from me. And it's goodbye from him. I mean her.
She.
She.
I identify as a she. Okay, see you next week.
Bye.